A city known for its incredible skyline, its nightlife and beaches, today centered around this venue, Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Here's Jason Myers to get this one going. And here we go from Miami. D. Eskridge to return it. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Yeah, ready.
First play of the drive. Here's Mostert. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 31. He gets it complete to his man, Tyreek Hill. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Watch it, Oscar. Turbo 1, high.
First down, here's Tua. This one finds Barrios. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
It's Mostert on 2nd down. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense up to the line fast. A give on 3rd to Mostert. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Working quickly here.
Number one. Ready to stay. Water, low.
Tagovailoa on first down. He fires one deep down the right side. It's complete. Oh, my. They left him wide open downfield. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
They'll try it right with Mostert. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
All right, let's go.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here. To the left side, it's pulled in by Waddle. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Ready.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
All right, fellas, listen up. Out.
3rd and short, Mostert. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Hey,
Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Tagovailoa to throw on 4th down. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go, hey.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he gets it forward and still about a yard out of that. Javon Holland there to make the stop. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Smith back to throw. Taken in by Noah Fant. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Now an inside give to Walker. He cuts it to the right sideline. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. Offense in the hurry up here. 1st and goal. Here's Walker. Reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
44. Ready. Snap. Ready, set.
The drive begins with a run for Mostert. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Offense up to the line fast.
Number 2. 8.
1st and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. Caught by the open man. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the 1st quarter. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive.
21G. Out.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Get set. Get on.
Here's a give inside to Mostert. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Working quickly here.
He's right, snug. Set.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he'll push them down to the 6-yard line.
Right.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Hey, double one, double one.
On the draw, this is Mostert. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. Only a yard on the pickup. That leaves him with 3rd and goal at the 6.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
20, TX. Hey, get set. Set.
Switching it up here. Tagovailoa to throw. He's got it.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the 1st down.
32 Stinger. Set.
They'll go. It's Mostert. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Dolphins can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Raheem Mostert, the touchdown. Well, they took a gamble, and it paid off with a touchdown on 4th and goal.
And to do it on the ground at that's a confidence builder. Confidence builder for the big guys up front. Confidence builder for the running back to win at the line of scrimmage. And frankly, Kate, a confidence builder for this fan base that loves coaches being aggressive and going for it on 4th down.
Sanders all set to send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
There we go, throw it.
Slot man motioned over. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he's brought down for a loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the gun, Smith. He's on the move. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Smith. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Smith on 1st down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kader Kohu. And the Dolphins get it back after a marvelous defensive effort.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right? You watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six yet.
And this is going to be a Miami touchdown. The Dolphins pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Extra point attempts coming from Sanders. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7. Sanders all set to send it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. The drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They'll go with Walker on the counter. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now. Connection made to Smith and Jigba. It's a pickup of 11. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Here we go, here we go.
Walker on 1st down. And he's got it down into the red zone at the 16. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
This is Walker on 2nd. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line. Trying for it, it's Walker. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
4th down, pressure on him. He was not backing down for a second. Nice effort to carry the rock. More importantly, for his offense to get a 1st down.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10.
Here we go, hey. Hold on, hold on.
Out of the gun, here's Smith. Toward the sideline, and he's got Metcalf. And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line.
That one came with a higher degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch while staying in bounds.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Tuesday.
Pressure comes, Smith. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Hey, go flip her up, flip her up.
Here's Smith. And this is caught. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks earn the chance to tie before halftime. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba with a touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Myers to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Seahawks tie things up at 14. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Help!
Back to throw it. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Up to the races, middle of the field. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Thrown at the depth where linebackers come into play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Myers to add the PAT. And his kick is good. What an ending to our opening half as they take the lead. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Sanders all set to send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
No ball, no ball. Come on, come. Hey, let's go Wednesday, on Wednesday.
Here's Walker running right. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Good line. Strike, strike. 13 there.
Now Smith. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Offense in the hurry up here. Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked? Penalty not helping their cause for this 3rd down.
Hey, trio left.
Looking to throw, Smith. On the move, headed right. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. Offense up to the line fast.
53.
Hand off to Walker from the gun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. And that run won't come close. That's a turnover on downs.
Well, a blitz on 4th down's a gutsy call, but it can work against a pass or a run. Good luck running for the sticks when you got a whole defense crashing you right off the snap.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
20 TX.
Working quickly here.
Listen up. Trouble one, high. Hey,
Tagovailoa on 1st down. Connection made to Raheem Mostert. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Trouble three, tip.
Working inside the red zone. That's into the hands of Mostert. Touchdown, Miami! So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins tie this game at 21. Sanders all set to send it away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. They're out and set, 1st and 10. A play fake, now Smith to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. First down, Smith to throw. Smith and Jigba there to grab it. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. 1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Into the hands of Walker. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Offense up to the line fast.
53.
Smith on 3rd and short. Pass complete to Walker. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first. Working quickly here. It is Kupp, left side. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Walker now from the gun. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
There we go, throw it.
They go play action. Here's Smith. Has it in close. They drop it with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game, but boy, Brock, what a shot.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Right. No ball, no ball. 13 next, 13 next.
Looking to throw. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on downs.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. QB still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
They're right here. Out.
First play of the drive. Here's Mostert. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. It's all knotted up at 21. Plenty of scoring here as we begin the final quarter. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Come on, 2. Ready. 21 G.
Going right back to Mostert. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
He's right, no. Hey.
1st down, here's Tua. Barrios makes the catch. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
Ready.
And they send a man in motion. Staying between the tackles with Mostert. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
32 Stinger. Let's go.
2nd and 13. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. Trying to connect with Tyreek Hill there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Solo left Zion.
Tagovailoa facing 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
20 TX. All right, fellas, listen up. Turbo 1, high. Turbo 1, high. 21G, 21G. Out.
Now Tagovailoa on fourth. He finds him beyond the marker. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. That's a gain of 10, and staring at a turnover on downs, Brock, they pick up the first instead.
Watch it, Oscar. Ready. Turbo 1, high. Out.
They go play action with Tagovailoa. Achan reels it in. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be first down, Miami.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They'll come up first and 10.
Go ahead.
Handoff headed left to Mostert. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
Get to the line.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Turbo 3, kick.
Now Seattle going to call it second timeout. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
All right, come on. Turbo 2. Corner, long. Ready, set.
2 and out from the gun. Pulled in by Waddle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Hey, turbo
Offense
2.
in the hurry up here.
Turbo 2.
A give on third to Mostert. And he drives this forward to the 6.
21G.
It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Dolphins in range for a game-winning score. They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this first and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line. One more time with Mostert. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal.
32 Stinger. Ready. Set.
Mostert. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. A lot of pressure on this kick for Jason Sanders. Only a 20-yarder here. That one is good! And they're going to take the lead inside the final minute.
You know what I love about that, Kate? He didn't shrink from the spotlight. He seized the moment, made it his own. And that kick might just win them this game.
Sanders all set to send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
49, flip it off, 49. Middle. No ball. Hey, alert. Thomas up.
Here he is to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Metcalf, the intended receiver. So that brings up second down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
He'll look to throw it. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
To throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins make the play that should win them this game.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Now it's Mostert. Brushes him off with ease. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a first and goal. So in the end, it's a Dolphins win here. And they got the field goal when it mattered most. And that kicked the difference in the game and what lets them leave here with a victory. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Dolphins, your winners, as we...
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Miami Dolphins, next on Madden Football.
The address is 347 Don Shula Drive in honor of the legendary coach. The stadium is Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida. So good to have you with us, Mike Therese. It's Jake Elliott, ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go from South Florida. From the 6, here comes a return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Miami offense will make their way onto the field, led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Gtowncapp.
One of the few southpaws we have playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and while he doesn't have one of the strongest arms, he makes up for it with great anticipation and pinpoint accuracy. So what it does, it allows him to throw very catchable balls. A lot of his receivers do a lot of the damage after the catch, and only time's going to tell how this one plays out. But when he's on his game, they're due for a lot of points.
Hill brought in motion. Now run for the first time for the veteran Raheem Mostert. And that'll be a pickup of 3. From the gun, here's Tua. Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. Picked off by their rookie second rounder. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Once again, it's Barkley. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. McMorris in on the stop. Here's third down and a few inches. They'll try to run here with Barkley. And they've got it on the ground. The mark will come at the 13, but it's a new set of downs. First down picked up.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. Here's a 3rd down and 4. So Goddard, the tight end, comes in motion. On 3rd down, they'll go with Saquon. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Holding offense. Still 3rd down.
So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Big-time pitch and catch there on 3rd down to extend this drive. Feels like they've got to come away with 6. You want to strike first. It'll go a long way in determining how the rest of this game plays out.
So Goddard, the tight end, comes in motion. Here's Barkley. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They had that pick on the opening drive that led to a touchdown. So 7-0 the deficit as they get the ball back 1st and 10. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
All right, fellas.
Here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Mostert. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Turbo 1 high. Turbo 1 high.
On 3rd down, they go with Mostert. And he's going to go backwards yet again. The defense stands up tall one more time, and they force a 4th down.
20, TX. Ready.
They are going for it. It's Tagovailoa. You'll find Mostert out of the backfield.
You know, Mike, I'm all for being aggressive. There are definitely times where you have to go for it on your side of the field. I'm just not sure if at this point in the game, this was one of them.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Great.
So got it. The tight end comes in motion. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
Still 1st down.
Gtowncapp. 73. Hey, Silver. Crowd left Yeti. $63. Alpha.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. The pressure gets there, and he goes down. A sack that should be the final play of this 1st quarter. We are... Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Great.
They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And in motion is Brown. A run up the middle with Barkley.
You can always tell what a team's decision will be on 4th down, Mike, based on what they do on 3rd down. In this case, unfortunately, they didn't get enough yards on the ground to make that 4th down more manageable. So I think they have to reconsider whether they go for it here.
That is not going to do it. Tried to bite off a lot with that one. It's no good. And this is going to remain a 1-possession game. The Dolphins offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Hill brought in motion. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. 2nd down and 3.
Turbo 3, kick.
Tua gives it to Mostert. And a nice run. He's got a 1st down tackle made right at the 35-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Trip. Turbo 2.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Hey, Turbo 2. Turbo. Solo left Zion.
A shotgun snap for Tua. And that's going to be intercepted by Darius Slay. And the Eagles are going to have it just past their 25.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Hey, 73, 73. Hey.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he had to push through one tackler, but is wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain here. On play action, here's Hurts. That's going to be intercepted.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
Here's 1st and 10.
Ready. 21G. Set.
A run up the middle with Mostert. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Here's a 2nd and 6.
44. Ready. Hey, 21 TA. Hey.
Back to throw is Tua. He'll get this complete. That's Anthony Schwartz. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Cover one. Let's go.
Here's Tagovailoa. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal. Here's Mostert. What a move! He's in! Raheem Mostert. Touchdown, Miami. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10.
No contact. Kyle Yeti. Kyle Yeti. Yeti. Hey, easy. 63. Bang. No contact.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He's going to tuck it and go.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
They'll run. It's Barkley. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
They'll run it here with Saquon. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one. 3rd down, 3 to go. To throw is Hurts. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There is nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
73.
So got it. The tight end comes in motion. Now Hurts on 4th down. That's taken in, and he will get the 1st down. They took a chance, but they convert on 4th and 3.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. Really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd. Clock is stopped for 26 seconds until the break. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. So got it. The tight end comes in motion. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. A pass complete to Paris Campbell. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. And in motion is Brown.
Hey, 73. Tiger Hornet. Kyle Yeti.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Brooks. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Tua. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports Halftime Report. It was Raheem Mostert, the veteran, who did some damage in that first half.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. 3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Silver, ready? Crown left Yeti. Crown left Yeti. Yeti.
A first down throw for Hurts. A throw on the move is caught. That one good for a dozen and a very quick first down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Man in motion is Smith. On first down, it's Hurts. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
So they failed to connect on another throw, and it's really been the story for both of these teams throughout this ballgame. I mean, neither offense can get anything going, and when you look at the scoreboard, it certainly reflects that.
On second down, Hurts. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
63. Don't. 73.
They're indeed going. It's Hurts. That's incomplete. Daring call on fourth down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Get set.
They give it to Mostert. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
All right, fellas, listen up.
A good spot here. Second and a yard.
Hey, get set. 21G, 21G. Hey.
Now Tua. And this will be incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Watch it, Oscar. Turbo 1, high. Ready,
Tua gonna throw here on 3rd and 1. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They'll go with the sneak. Looking for that crease inside, and that did not break the play. No doubt about it. They are going to mark him short. They'll run with Mostert. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Raheem Mostert. Touchdown, Dolphins. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. That one is no good. Not even close. He missed it wide to the left, and the score remains right where it's at. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense ready to get back at it. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with first down.
Hey, Silver.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
To throw on second down is Hurts. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. 3rd and long. Here's Hurts. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Go Silver, ready? Crowd left, Yanni. Crowd left.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
A second down throw for Hurts. And as he threw it, the pass is incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction. Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Eagles are back within a score. They trail now by 6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Here he is, Tyreek Hill back to return. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Raheem Mostert and the Dolphins heading back onto the field. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10.
Turbo 3, kick.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Hey, turbo 2.
Tua on the fake, gets it to Waddle. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Doing a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
21G.
Tua. We'll try to set up the screen to Mostert. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
All right, Mike, so the way they teach these screenplays to the offensive lineman is you got to stop the defender's feet. You just don't want him to get a free, clean rush to the quarterback because you're so worried about getting out in front of the back. Make him start his rush over again before you slip out. Ball gets dumped right over the rusher's head. Bang, now you're in the open field.
He's right, slow.
Now give to Mostert, heading right. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
Ready. Hey, turbo 1.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run it here with Mostert. Trying to drive his way forward. I think he is short, and he is. That means 4th down coming up. So the Eagles will use their first time out here. So here comes Jason Sanders in a big spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. So Sanders back out after making the field goal. He sends this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to take over possession of the football. And time again, Greg, the yards on the ground have been very difficult to come by.
Yeah, and it really goes against conventional wisdom, Mike. You hear so often everyone talk about you run the ball to open.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Jalen Phillips that time, in there for the sack. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
The Dolphins offense and Raheem Mostert heading onto the field. And he's had trouble getting on track in this one. Really limited space to find an opening. The defensive front stopping him multiple times. Generally, he has not been a big factor in this game to this point. A pickup of 14 as he takes it to the 14.
2-possession lead, fourth quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down. You'll find Mostert out of the backfield. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. In motion, it's Waddle. On third down, they go with Mostert. He's going nowhere. That call, not the right one. It's going to bring up fourth down. Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. This from 30 yards out. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Dolphins will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So Sanders back out after making the field goal. He sends this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense make their way out to take over once more. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Now Hurts. This one complete to Campbell. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. Here's Hurts. He's got his man. It's Smith. It's a gain of 19 in the air. Good for an Eagles first down.
73. Don't touch that. Hey, Silver.
Hurts again. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
63.
Hurts will try it again. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. Two timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, 73, like a Hornet. Count up, Jenny. Go silver, ready?
They'll drop to throw. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Javon Holland.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mostert to start this drive.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
He'll get that into the hands of Tyreek Hill. And he's going to be brought down up past the 20. 1st and 10.
20, TX. Ready.
Hill brought in motion. A play fake. Now 2 at a throw. Sending it deep for Waddle. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense ready for this next possession. Things not looking good, but see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Hurts. That's taken in left side by Smith. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
On play action, Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd And they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. Good for an Eagles first down.
Great. Hey, easy, 63, pass. Hey, Delta.
A pistol snap back to Hurts. Taking a shot downfield for Smith.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
Again, Hurts. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts, and they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Third and 9.
Don't touch up. 73. Don't touch.
Now Hurts. And that final throw here is intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over just shy of midfield.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Go ahead.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Houston Texans and the Miami Dolphins. And it comes your way next.
It's had many names, but only one NFL team over the years. We're at the home of the Dolphins. Hard Rock. Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And we're underway at Hard Rock. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a proud Samoan and one of your few fellow lefty QBs, Brock, Tua Tagovailoa.
Tua's early career, yeah, it was known for injuries. Maybe not being as durable and as available as you want in a top 10 pick. But the last few years, he's taken great strides to rewrite that narrative. Remember, this was a guy that rewrote the record books in Hawaii, won a national championship at Alabama, and nobody questioned the accuracy of that left arm. It was just the availability, well, that he's had to rewrite, and he's done a heck of a job.
Turbo three, kick.
Tua taken right to the air. Connection made to Raheem Mostert. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. That play gains 15.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Man in motion, out of the slot. First give of the game here to Raheem Mostert. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. Kamari Lassiter getting up there to make the stop.
Turbo two. Solo left Zion.
2nd and 8. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Hey, turbo two. Out.
Here's a give inside to Mostert. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
Ready, shot. G. Out.
Going right back to Mostert. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
Right, no, it's safe. Go ahead. Hey, turbo one. Hey, 21 TA.
Tua now from the gun. He puts some power on a deep one left. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Stroud in the air to start us off. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense up to the line fast. Running back sent in motion. After the sack, another pass on second down. Trying for the deep ball. Throwing into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Devon Holland comes up with it. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Go ahead. "32 Stinger." Turbo 1. Ready, set.
First play of the drive. Here's Mostert. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Yeah, ready. 20 TS.
It's Mostert on 2nd down. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Kalen Bullock up to make the stop. Working quickly here.
All right, fellas, listen up. Hey, out!
3rd and 2. Now Tagovailoa. Got his target. It's Hill. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins parlay the interception into points. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Sanders all set to send it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Now we'll see the Houston offense for their 2nd drive of the contest. And they got off on the wrong foot here with that opening drive interception that led to points the other way.
Yeah, and what this defense has shown is they are going to capitalize on your mistakes, and not just a little, but by a lot. So from here on out, you better play some mistake-free football because this defense is...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. They kick the running back in motion. Trying again, following the sack. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down.
First sack, wobbled the cart. This one, I think, sent it off the rails entirely. Taking the L on each of the first 2 plays leaves this offense looking at a very unlikely 3rd down pickup.
Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And it'll be Dolphins football.
All right, let's go.
Tagovailoa on 1st down. He's trying to push the field. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Good. Step. Solo left Zion. Set.
Throwing again. Here's Tua. Short pass brought in. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Kalen Bullock up to make the stop. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
21 21G. Watch it, Oscar. Double one, high.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on third. Able to find Achan. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They've got first and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Handoff headed left to Mostert. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face second and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Connor, long. 8.
Second and 10 now. Throwing deep for the end zone. He's got it deep downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins double their lead to 14. Sanders all set to send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Pass caught by Mixon. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down. Stroud off the play fake. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Too good. Watch Tony. Punch. 11. Hey, Uno.
From the gun, Stroud. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Robin. Where's the hot? Mikey Texas. Stop. White Tony.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth.
Whoa. Under.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. He's got it to his running back. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. Tommy Townsend on to punt. Got 44 yards on his first kick, Brock, and this one looks to be longer. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. The Dolphins and Tyreek Hill headed back out on offense. They're up 2 touchdowns and could make it a 3-score game here. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
44. Ready. Turbo 3, kick. Out.
The drive begins with a run for Mostert. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Will Anderson Jr. in on the stop. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Ready. 20, TX. Out.
Back to throw. Here's Tagovailoa. Has a man. It's Achane. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Get set. Turbo 2.
3rd and short, Mostert. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. He gets 6 on that play, and that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
Hey, get set. Hey, turbo 2. Ready.
They'll go again with Mostert. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Hey,
From the 45 on 2nd down. Launches one deep downfield. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
21G. He's right, snug. Solo left Zion. Out.
Tagovailoa back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Now a give. It's Mostert headed right. He's got a gain of 6 there. Jalen Petrie there on the stop. They get 6, and we've reached the 2-minute warning. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Go ahead.
They'll try it right with Mostert. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Has the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Raheem Mostert, the touchdown. Sanders connects on the point after. And the Dolphins stretch their lead to 21. Sanders all set to send it away. And he's going to field this in the end zone without a return, so they'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. And things are really getting away from them, so an important moment here to try and get a sustained possession going. First and 10 now from the 30. Now begin with a run by Mixon. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Javon Holland there to make the stop. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
He's contained at the line for no gain. Javon Holland there to make the stop. Now following the play, one of the Texans banged up in some pain. We're going to pause as he gets checked on. Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud finds him on the slant. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. Offense in the hurry up here. Running back sent in motion. Stroud gonna go on 4th down. Throw is caught by the back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Here we go. White, Tony.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. Has his man, it's Mixon. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field. Final timeout called by the Texans. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Here we go, let's go. Hey, uno. Y'all to the right. Hey.
Shotgun now for Stroud. He's throwing deep to the left side. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage is waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
Under. Hey, uno more. Where's the hot?
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Buys time, rolling right. Dell's got it near the sideline. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. All right, set now, 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Connection made to Dell. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. 2nd and 4. Schultz with the catch. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it. Everly's kick is good. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18.
I know, you always want to finish drives in the end zone, but no matter what, the important thing is they end in some kind of points, and that's mission accomplished there.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
20 TX. They're right here.
Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. So we've reached halftime down here in Miami. The call came in before the teams even hit the locker rooms. We're skipping halftime. We're starting the third quarter right away. Sanders all set to send it away. Chooses to bring this one out. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
On the quick, right? Where's the high? Where's the high?
Looking to throw, Stroud. He's got him, that's Mixon. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down, and when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Finds him over the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
That's a pickup of 9. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
Uno. Why Tony? All right.
Here's Stroud. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it sets up a Houston 1st. They are throwing it again. Completed over the middle. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the 1st.
All right.
From the red zone now. Dell with the grab. And that is a big hit right after that catch, so the play limited to maybe just a couple yards. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Collins there to grab it. And as this play winds up out of bounds, let's see what that flag is all about.
Holding offense.
You got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him.
2nd down.
Back to the line they go. It's second down.
All right. Under. 11.
Slot man motioned over.
Drop to the right.
Man in motion here.
Drop to the right. Under.
Here we go. Second and very long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they'll try to build on that big stop. And the Dolphins with 6 DBs on the field here. They're in the dime. Third down. From the gun, Stroud. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Jordan Brooks comes up with it.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Man in motion out of the slot. A run from Mostert to begin the third. And he's brought down for a loss.
Get to the line.
Offense up to the line fast.
Hey, 21 TA.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And he won't find an escape. They converge and drop him for the safety. Some early down aggressiveness in the shadow of their own end zone there, Brock. And unfortunately, it costs them. They're going to have to punt it away following the safety.
Well, you know me. I don't ever mind aggressiveness. I think it empowers your quarterback, empowers that offensive huddle. But you also got to know, as a quarterback, if you call a pass play, you got to do your job. And doing your job means avoiding a safety in that circumstance.
Automatic first down.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Stroud off the play fake. Headed out right. Throw right side. Dell has it. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Cut by Diggs. And they're going to be down close to the 35 as he goes out. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Here we go. Let's go. Oh. Look at high. Nike Texas.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Hey, south. White, Tony.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Slot man motioned over.
Under. Speed left.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Pass caught by Mixon. Give him 13 on that play. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
South. Hey, Uno. quick, right? Not to the right, not to the right. Hey, no more. Alert the high.
To the air, Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So it'll be second down. Running left is Mixon. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Javon Holland there to make the stop. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9. Putting a receiver in motion. Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Chased out to his right. Pass taken in by Diggs. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Working quickly here. They kick the running back in motion. Stroud now on 4th down. He takes a pop, and the ball comes out. And the Dolphins got it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
Man, did those sidelines get loud. I think we all had to figure out what the heck was going on and who recovered the ball. But the minute they see the defense gets it, Kate, look at them. They save 6 points, and they get the ball back for their offense.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He's been a fixture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one in the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that everyone's happy with.
3 quarters in the books from this one. This one not out of reach. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Ready.
Mustard with it. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Turbo 3, kick.
Mostert gets it again here on 2nd. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
Ready. Turbo 2. Ready,
They run it with Mostert. And he'll take it ahead down to the 33. It'll be a gain of 5, so now 4th and short. A decision to be made coming up here. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And make this a 19.3 score advantage.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. His field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
Sanders all set to send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Houston's offense back out now, ready to go. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Stop.
Now it's Stroud. Throwing the out route complete. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Here's 2nd and 5. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Dolphins Dolphins take possession down inside the 30 after the interception. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and two very different tones and tenors on these two sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job.
Big gain downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins put up even more points in a win. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. His third through the air this game. That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins grow their lead yet again. Sanders all set to send it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. The Texans and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Completed to Collins. And he'll be touchdown after a big play. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. 1st and 10, a run to Mixon. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Here we go.
Throwing is Stroud. Connects on the crosser. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out. This is the type of performance a former quarterback just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing them.
Finding Collins. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Two-J.
First down from the red zone. Forced out to his right. He can run it. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Like your taxi.
Quick pass, right side, complete. Touchdown, Houston. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And the Dolphins get on that football. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it. Even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
They send a man in motion. Running on first with Mostert. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. Offense in the hurry up here.
Top about two. 21G.
Going right back to Mostert. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
Let's go.
It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Dolphins, well, they can probably just run away and hide. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
Ready. East right, snow. Hey. Let's go. Set.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Oh, he put some heat on it. They connect on the deep shot. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. His 4th receiving score of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins continue piling on to this lead. Sanders all set to send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Out now come the Texans on offense. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score.
Oh, ready. Hey, uno. Hey, uno more.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 38. Collins there to grab it. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it sets up a Houston 1st. Throw right side, hauled in by Collins. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. Try and get in it to Nico Collins. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
Trying to set this up quick. 1st down, Stroud. This is complete to Schultz. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0. From the 27. Connection made to Dell. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
Robbie.
Collins got it left side. And in for the Houston touchdown. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate. And I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Whoa.
And he's got a man complete. And he is going to get in. That's going to cut a couple more off of that lead. Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. Oh, the Texans are confident they have it, and they do! All right, so a positive play for them, if nothing else. Game seems pretty far out of reach at this point, but still, had to try the onside kick in that spot.
You know what that was? It was two things, Cade. A, it's a good chance to practice your onside kick in a pretty low-pressure environment. But B, and so much more importantly, is down the road in a game where you're going to really need it, that gives you the confidence that you can get it done.
And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Houston calls it second timeout.
Here we go. South. Good.
2nd and 8. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. But fortune on the Texans side. One of their guys got to him. They're going to keep the football.
Here we go. South. Watch Tony.
Dell now in motion right. Here he is on 3rd and long. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Motioning him from the slot right. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So it's fins up as the Dolphins take the win at home. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win.